Hey, what's up, guys? I'm up here sitting in the car right now. I just picked up some food, some lunch, I'll say, for my kids. I got two of them in the back seat. One of them is knocked out, and there's my 3-year-old. Say hey. Okay, all right. And my baby right there is knocked out. I got another one at school now too. He's in middle school. Um, you know, y'all read a very, very disheartening story this morning regarding a 10-year-old boy who committed suicide and took his own life because of him being bullied at school. This bullying thing, it needs to stop. And I feel that I feel that the school system is just not being aggressive enough with this issue, this ongoing issue. There's been so many kids who have been pushed and pushed and pushed to the end and to the limit, to the point where they just can't take it anymore and they just want to kill themselves. This boy was 10 years old. His name was Seven Bridges from Louisville, Kentucky. 10-year-old boy. He had a medical condition, a bowel issue, and he had to wear this medical device. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I just know that he had an issue with controlling, his bowels, if I'm not mistaken. And a lot of kids just constantly tormented him, beat him up, choked him, called him the N-word. This is a 10-year-old baby, by the way. And I'm going to let you out in a minute, okay? And I'm like, I don't understand. Why is it these parents are not doing better with their children at home? Because problems like this, they manifest themselves in the public based on what goes on in the home. Not always, but a lot of the time it does. And this child had, I read in the article, 22 or 26 different surgeries to try to correct this problem. And it still is something that he had to cope with. To undergo so many procedures, so many surgeries at such a young age, and then have to deal with being tormented at school. As a parent, I would be enraged. I would. But my thing is, what can be done about this situation? What type of action can be taken for this situation? Who's going to be held responsible? I'm sure hope it's the parents. Because we're dealing with minors here who pushed this little boy to the edge. He hung himself. His mother found him hanging. That is an image in which will never leave her mind. And like I said, it infuriates me and it upsets me because I have kids, and I just could not imagine going through what that mother is going through right now. Okay, I always tell my kids, if you have a problem with somebody at your school, tell the teacher. But I remember one of my kids telling me at one point, the teacher was like, stop tattletaling. I'm like, no. We're not finna do that. Okay? Okay, just a minute. Tell the teacher what's going on. If the teacher doesn't say anything or does anything, come tell me. Then I will contact the teacher myself. I had an issue with my son and some kid or two in a science class, and I contacted the teacher. I told her, hey, separate them, get them away from my kids so he can focus, and let that be. I haven't heard anything since, any issues since then. Okay? But if there was ever a scenario in which the teacher took it upon themselves to not do anything or report the issue at least, then I would take it a step further, going up to the school, finding out who these kids are, and then getting some numbers to those parents. Because there's no way in the world that this would be acceptable in my household. Okay? And I'm pretty sure it was unacceptable for their household too. I don't know their stories. I don't know what was done. I just know that there have been many instances in where the family have told the school district that this was going on, and this was a case of the school district simply just letting them down. Okay? I don't know what can be done. The only thing I can think of is that we got to do better with our kids. We have got to do better. We have got to go back to actually raising our children correctly, to be able to respect authority, respect their peers, and to be model citizens. I know it sounds far-fetched and it sounds like a dream, but it's not, because issues like this would be at a minimum. No child is going to be perfect, but we sure would not see these occurrences happening as often. 10 years old, this thing should not be. A 10-year-old should not be thinking about suicide. And not only was he thinking about it, he did it. It's sad. It's really sad. Keep Seven Bridges, that was his name, his family in your prayers. Man, it's terrible. I just wanted to share this with you all. I'll leave a link in the description, and you guys tell me what you think.